Have you heard of Freddy Krueger's darkest murders that never made it to the screen? Today we'll explore the censored, hidden, and so disturbing deaths that even the creators themselves decided not to show them to the public. Get ready to learn about the most brutal scenes, the dark behind-the-scenes details, the secrets left out of the films, and the true terror behind the icon with the bladed claws. But be careful, what you're about to hear about Freddy Krueger may forever change the way you view Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is much more than just a horror movie villain. He's a living nightmare, the embodiment of fear, the one who turns sleep into a death sentence. But what many fans don't know is that not all of his kills were shown on screen. Many were cut, censored, or hidden because they were simply too disturbing. Today you'll learn about the dark deaths that a nightmare on Elm Street never wanted you to see. The hidden side of Freddy Krueger. Freddy wasn't just the monster who invaded dreams. He was the reflection of the deepest fears and worst human cruelties. Behind the scenes, the writers and directors created scenes that went far beyond the horror acceptable to audiences at the time. And that is precisely where the mystery lies. What was so horrific that it couldn't be shown? The death that never made it into the final cut. In one draft of the script, Freddy Krueger was supposed to appear in a victim's room and not only stab them with his claws, but also slowly tear off their skin, revealing the bones while the character was still alive. The scene was considered so grotesque that the producers immediately stopped filming it. It said that even the stunt doubles and makeup artists were uncomfortable with the level of realism intended for the scene. Imagine if this scene had been filmed and shown. Freddy would have become even more disturbing than he already is. The forgotten death in the dream world. Another lost scene involves a victim who dreamed of being in a classroom. While writing on the board, Freddy would appear as the teacher and, instead of using chalk, he would use his claws to cut the words into the victim's flesh. The idea was considered brilliant by some, but too disturbing for the young audience that followed the franchise. This kind of concept shows how Freddy didn't just kill physically, he mentally destroyed his victims, transforming even ordinary situations into grotesque nightmares. The scene that made the studios tremble, one of the most controversial moments that was never filmed, involved Freddy Krueger attacking a group of teenagers on a school bus. Instead of simply scaring them, the scene would have shown Freddy skinning each one by one, in a slow and ritualistic manner. The producers found the idea so offensive that they banned its inclusion in the film, fearing severe censorship and a theatrical release ban. It's frightening to think that even in a franchise already known for its violence and cruelty, there were limits that couldn't be crossed. The Freddy that could have been these unseen deaths reveal an even darker Freddy, almost impossible to digest even for the most hardcore fans. And they make us wonder, do we truly know the full extent of what Freddy Krueger could be? Behind the scenes, the creators always balanced the line between explicit horror and psychological terror. But these hidden scripts show us that there was an even crueler side, one that never saw the light of day. What's left to the imagination? Perhaps the scariest thing is precisely this, not knowing how far Freddy could go. Because, deep down, the most terrifying nightmares aren't the ones we see on screen, but the ones our minds are capable of creating from small fragments of information. What if these deaths had been filmed? Would Freddy have become cinema's most forbidden villain? Or would he have been censored and forgotten forever? Freddy Krueger remains the master of nightmares, but now you know that there are deaths and secrets that have been buried behind the scenes, hidden from the general public. So, would you dare watch these forbidden scenes if they were ever revealed? If you enjoyed this dive into Freddy Krueger's dark secrets, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment telling us which of these hidden deaths disturbed you the most, and of course share this video with your friends who also love horror. Because here, the nightmare never ends.